You know, we keep hearing about the housing crisis, right? How home prices have gone up 10, 20, 30% in many parts of the country. Rents are skyrocketing. People can't afford to buy homes. People are getting priced out of the market. It's a crisis. Prices will come down because the Fed is raising interest rates. That assumes that the free market was the problem in the first place. The free market has failed because it's being held hostage by a bunch of wealthy investors. There are a few ways we can solve this crisis. Well, first of all, we need to stop the speculation. Stop the wealthy investors from buying up all the houses and apartments and holding them as investments. How do we do that? Well, we do that by, for example, a windfall profits tax on the real estate industry. Just like we did during the pandemic on the oil companies, we could do that on the real estate industry. Take a portion of the profits that these investors are making, these corporations are making, and we could use that to build more housing to get the speculators out. Second, we need to stop the out-of-state investors. Many of these investors are coming from other states, even other countries, and they're buying up property. Well, we do that by taxing vacant luxury apartments. If an apartment is not being used, if a corporation is holding it, not using it, they should be taxed. Third, we need rent control. We need to stop these massive rent increases that are happening all over the country. Most of the country, unfortunately, does not have rent control. We need to change that. We need a federal law on rent control. Fourth, we need to stop the predatory lending. Banks and other lenders are taking advantage of people who are desperate, who are trying to buy homes. They're charging them high interest rates. They're charging them large fees. It's outrageous. We need to stop that practice. Fifth, and this is really important, we need to build more homes. The supply of homes has not kept up with the demand. We need to change that. We need to build more homes, and we need to build them quickly. How do we do that? Well, one way to do that is to get the corporations out of the housing industry. Corporations have no business being in the housing industry. They're in it for one reason, to make money, to take advantage of people who need homes. That's not right. We need to stop that. We need to get the corporations out of the housing industry. It can be done. Other countries do it. Other countries have solved this problem. There are many different ways to solve this problem. We need to put the people before the corporations, and then we can solve this problem once and for all.